tomorrow we're just going to drive down to Yellowstone and we'll be there. In about 1 hour after breakfast, we'll be there. Yellowstone National Park, we're in Montana, but we're close to Wyoming. So Yellowstone National Park is 95% inside the state of Wyoming and only about 5% in Montana. So up here, I won't talk about the map too much, but we're gonna go for 2 days. And the main features of Yellowstone are waterfalls and beautiful forests and nature and animals. And then, but the most amazing thing about Yellowstone is the geysers. Who knows what a geyser is? Can you tell me what a geyser is? What's a geyser? It's okay, anything is fine.
Geyser is kanketsu. Kanketsu.
Yeah, it's a kanketsu in Japanese. But what is a geyser? What does it do? We'll talk. Hot water. Hot water comes out of the ground. And I'll explain that in tomorrow's briefing more. But the two really cool things about Yellowstone are the nature and the waterfalls we're going to see tomorrow. What's a waterfall? I already picked on you guys. What's a waterfall? Yeah, Japanese is okay. Yeah, it's a taki, you know. It's so. What happens is that water from a lake or a river drops. You have many beautiful waterfalls in Japan. So I've seen many. I've even been to Takachiho in Miyazaki and Kumamoto Prefecture. They got beautiful waterfalls. But tomorrow, we're going to the canyon. So this is our main focus. We're going to stop on the way, but we're going to go to the canyon. Let me back up a little bit. Why do you think they chose the name Yellowstone? Who can answer that? Why the name Yellowstone?
The number one clue is yellow is inside.
Yellow is inside. You're really brave and you're good at English. So I like that you answer the questions. Yellowstone, well, yellow stone, right? So what kind of stones are yellow? Sulfur. How do we say, do anybody know what sulfur is? Sulfur is a little difficult. Sulfur is in Japanese called io, like uojima. Does everybody know io in Japanese? Not really? Well, it's a stone. It's a kind of a rock, and it's a yellow rock, and it smells. It's just kind of a stinky rock. But a long time ago, the Indian people, like we saw today, before Europeans came to North America, Indian people were here, and they saw it, and they see that it's yellow, so they called it Yellowstone. And then the French people came here. There were French people here. French people came from Canada, and then they came down, and they called it Yellowstone, but they called it Yellowstone in their own language. In the French language, they called it Roche Jaune, and Roche means river, and Jaune means yellow. So English-speaking American people came here, and they just translated it from French to English directly, from Roche Jaune to Yellowstone. So that's where we got the name Yellowstone. And then tomorrow, when we go to the canyon, which is our main place that we're going to go, with the waterfalls, the canyon is beautiful. I mean, it's amazing. You're going to go, oh. You're going to be so surprised how beautiful it is. So deep, so wide, so many colors, so many beautiful colors. It's amazing. But a lot of it is yellow from sulfur. Okay? So that's why we call it Yellowstone. And the canyon. Okay. The waterfall, how did it become a waterfall? Why does the water fall down? That's a little complicated. So I won't talk too much about details, but why, does anybody have any idea why that happens?
Can I say?
Yes.
There's a river with a waterfall, and the sun is really, it gets really hot, and it gets it changes shapes, and it gets like a waterfall.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, when you see a waterfall, what you're seeing like a crossroad. You're seeing how do I say crossroads? You're what it is where the water is falling. That area, the rock is very hard rock, and where the water is falling into is soft rock. So this is an important word I want you guys to know today for your English studies, is erosion. Who knows what erosion means? You need to remember that word. Shinshoku, like the wind comes and blows away the dust, right? Or the rain falls and washes away the dirt into the river. So if you have a big pile of dirt and the rain falls down, the dirt gets smaller and smaller and smaller and gets washed away. That's erosion. I want you to write that word down, erosion. So when you see a waterfall, what you're seeing is a place where erosion is happening, but it's happening fast, faster than like wind and sun and rain. Erosion usually takes a long, long time. Well, of course, Yellowstone takes a long time too. It probably took thousands and thousands of years for that deep, deep, deep canyon. So you're seeing a crossroads. On this side is hard rock, and on this side is softer rock. So what happens is as the water falls, the soft rock breaks down, and then it gets washed away. It gets eroded away. But the hard rock is difficult to erode. It doesn't erode easily, so it stays a long, long time. So you've got this, for example, is the hard rock, and there's a big lake back here, right? There's a big lake back here, and the river is running down, and this is really hard rock, so it won't erode. So this gets down in the water slowly, goes over the edge, and then it erodes this. It erodes it slowly and slowly and slowly, and over time, erosion is also very important, because erosion is continuous. It's continuous.